2024 has been an amazing year for creations in Planet Zoo. So in this video, I'm going to show you my top 5 builds of 2024. Coming in at number 5 is this very modern, very fresh, very clean reptile house. I really think the design of this just works so well, and it's got that tropical vibe as well. At the entrance, you will see some lovely planters and some lovely custom-made sliding doors. As our guests enter, they enter into a lovely hallway with a massive waterfall wall located directly in front of them. They will walk down this hallway and around the corner to an indoor viewing area, the first of 2 main viewing areas for this habitat. They can walk up the staircase and go to this veranda, this balcony style viewing area, to get an amazing view of the animals down below. This habitat works with any reptiles. At the moment, I've got saltwater crocodiles in there. And just look at that lovely glass dome casting a shadow over the habitat itself. It'd take me a while to figure out how to build that, by the way. They've got everything they need, the animals, in here for reptiles, and it's very lush and very tropical looking, isn't it? Just to give you a zoomed out view of how the habitat looks from the outside, and you can see how all the modern architecture comes together, combining that glass door with those modern plaster pieces. Every build that you see in this video are my builds, so they will be available, most of them anyway, on my Steam Workshop page. The link is down in the description. And hopefully by showing you these top 5 builds, you get some inspiration to create your own variants of them. At number 4, we've got this realistic and really unique habitat. Why is it unique, you ask? Because this habitat was created using AI. Well, I created it. I'm not AI, I'm a real person. Well, I think I am. I don't know why I just actually physically touched myself then to check I was a real person. You can't see that, but I did. I've lost my mind. But yeah, I'm a real person, obviously. But I put in a command into ChatGPT. I've done a full video on this, by the way, if you want to go and check it out. Of basically give me a zoo idea for red pandas, and it came up with all how I should design it. And this is how it came out looking following those instructions from AI. Now, you will notice in a lot of my builds anyway that I create custom fences and custom barriers, and this habitat is no different. You can see all around the edge we've got our anti-climb proof custom fences. We've got a lovely viewing area here with custom barriers. And yeah, you'll see a lot of my builds do include this, but that's what AI suggested to do as well. And to get it to look like what AI was suggesting, I needed to create a lot of custom things, including this pool and this custom made hard shelter. By the way, if you are wondering how I made this mud patch here, it's quite simple. This is just the decal, the moss decal. Just recolor it to brown. The red pandas are very happy in here, especially with this climbing frame. Funnily enough, this was the very first time I actually used AI for anything. And if you do want to download this AI generated habitat, you can do. Once again, my link to my Steam Workshop page is in the description down below. At number 3, we've got something a little bit different, because we've not got a habitat or an enclosure. We have got a full zoo entrance with a working shop. That's right, I created this kind of to try to help people, really. Sometimes I'll create something for a video idea, I'll create something for a new animal what's released in a pack, but sometimes, like this time, I've created something what I wanted to put on the Steam Workshop page to help people get creative, and that's what my channel is pretty much about. They can plonk this down in their zoos, and they've got a fully working entrance, all custom made, brilliant design. I've even left this building empty with sliding doors on the inside for people to put whatever they want in there. At the front, you will see custom made turnstiles. Unfortunately, these do not work, but inside are the zoo entrances, and obviously they do work. And to the left is our souvenir shop with all the shop items set out, as well as the counters ready to put staff in. Once again, we've got custom walls and we've got planters. Now, a little tip with planters, just leave these fallen leaves on the outside of the planters just to give a more realistic element to your zoos. Got lovely custom made zoo entrance signs, including these ones and this one. Quite unique roofs as well, with skylights in this one, and we've got 3 different height variants. That's another tip I would give you when creating stuff. Have height variants within your roofs and different thickness of roofs combined with thinner roofs like this. I just think for anyone who's looking to start kind of like a modern style or whitewashed plaster zoo, and this gives them the perfect opportunity to do so if they are struggling with building an entranceway. At number 2, we've got a really small habitat, but still with high details thrown in there, and it is for an adorable small animal. I believe the name of this animal is the Palace's cat, correct me if I'm wrong, one of the recent animals released in the new Zookeeper's Animal Pack, the recent pack released by Planet Zoo. Now, fun fact, these cats are the same size roundabout as a domestic cat. A cat's what you would have in your own house, and people watching this video, you probably might have one or used to have one or know people who have got domestic cats. They're around the same size, and that's why I created this. Now, inside this aviary style end of the building here, you will see, if I zoom in, kind of like a cat climbing frame. They can access it a little bit, not fully, because the hitboxes are a bit off with Planet Zoo animals. It's a known thing, it's always been the same. Please, Frontier, change it to make them smaller. But they can access it a little bit. And I wanted to give like a fun element to an animal. I mean, I've never put a cat climbing frame in a habitat before in my life, so I wanted to do it. And it does kind of suit and look good and go with the colour scheme, doesn't it? Now, this habitat boasts pretty much a 360 viewing offering for guests. We've got this right hand side one here, this separate one with the education and information board just there. You see our zookeeper just going into this inside bit actually and just checking the actual habitat. And then the cats can roam and the zookeepers can roam as well through here and traverse through here, where we've got another viewing area here, this little glass area. Lovely little planters throughout, by the way. This very simple but effective habitat. And again, high detail. Look at these walls, all custom made walls. These are resembling tile walls, and I've had to use the plaster pieces to do so. And then obviously 360 all the way around this aviary style building. We've got custom walls, custom roofs, custom everything in this build. If you are going to build something as small as this, it needs to be high detailed, in my opinion anyway. And I believe this does pull it off quite well. Even in the backstage area here, you can see a custom kind of like window here where our zookeepers can go up and make sure everything is okay with our animals. And we've got a little backstage area with everything you would expect in a backstage area of a habitat, like all the equipment and boxes and horse to horse the actual habitat down and stuff like this, and a little hatch here for our animals. I just really think this is an adorable, lovely little habitat, and that's why it comes in at second place. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at what number 1 is. And at number 1 is a full zoo, because that's right, in 2024 I finished off the last elements of creating Nootropic Zoo. Now, there's many of you watching this who've probably seen this zoo and seen the final zoo tour, but if you've not, I have got a video of that on my channel. If you want to go and check the full zoo out, you can do. It's on the Steam Workshop page, like I said, with everything else in this video. This zoo took me so long, but I am so happy with how it turned out. It is magnificent. The detailing in this is ridiculous. Every single element of this zoo is pretty much custom made. The center zone, you will find kind of like a plaza area with a sandpit and a kids splash zone. You will find food market style stalls to the left hand side. Even the staff facility buildings are something to be amazed by. Is it the biggest zoo in the world? No. But aesthetically, I think it looks amazing. And a fun fact for you, this zoo, if you didn't already know, was built totally on the same grid. And that's right. You can probably tell when I zoom out that everything is in place and you can see it built on the same grid. But just by doing this is an easier way to build a zoo, but it doesn't have to look simple. It can look beautiful like this. The only time I went beyond the actual grid is when I created around the edge habitats, like you can see here. But still, how beautiful is this? It's too much to go over, so I would suggest looking at the full tour video on my YouTube channel. Look at that for a waterfall. I think there's around 12 animals in total in this zoo. Look how cute this habitat is for the meerkats. We've got the nocturnal house as well. Amazing modern architecture throughout, and that's how I wanted it to be, with including unique elements like over the head animal passes. That's right, the guest can walk underneath that bridge there and the animals will cross from one section of the habitat to the other. Loads of viewing experiences for guests as well, with many viewing areas just for one habitat. I mean, we've got one up here, and and it suggests that you can feed the giraffes. One down here, that's 2. One over here, which is 3. One over here, which is 4. And then a final one looking out from inside to out, which is 5 for 1 habitat. Imagine being a real life guest and having a viewing area of an underwater habitat for hippos like you're seeing here. Wow. So that is the number 1 spot, New Tropic Zoo. A full zoo what took me so long to create, but I'm very happy how it came out looking in the end, and I think it does deserve the number 1 spot because the amount of hours what I've gone into it, how good it looks, and the detailing, like I've said previously, is just amazing. I sound like I'm kind of like blowing my own trumpet here. I'm not. I'm just happy with stuff I build in Planet Zoo now. So that does conclude this video then with my top 5 builds of 2024. I kind of just wanted to have a look back at stuff I have created and kind of narrow stuff down into the top 5 obviously, but kind of share it with you lot. And I want to say a big thank you to my viewers, my subscribers as well. If you're not already just subscribe, then please subscribe if you like Planet Zoo content and Planet Coaster 2 content. But a big thank you to my current subscribers and the people who like these videos, because that is why I do it. I love getting creative. This game helps me get creative, and I love inspiring you lot who watch my videos to also get creative, and I want to try to help you do that and help you experience that with me. So a big thank you for everybody who subscribed and liked my videos. 2025 is just around the corner. I hope you had a wonderful, amazing, beautiful year, and I'm looking forward to creating more videos going into 2025 as well, so stay tuned for them. But my name is Adam. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your year and hope you celebrate the coming 2025 upcoming year. Couldn't get my words out then. Just a bit, I wouldn't say I'm emotional, but yeah, it's been a good year on YouTube anyway, and I'm so glad I did start my channel nearly 3 years ago now as well. Right, I'm going off on a tangent. I'm going now. Have an amazing 2025. Hope you have an amazing 2024. My name's Adam, and I will catch you in the next year.